Well, there we go. Good morning. Hi, I'm Mark, your bus driver. Some people ask me what I do between normal school runs. I drive a school bus, but it also does a lot of charter work. So, yeah, I do charters. So today we're going to the War Museum. Okay, this is the location of the War Museum. All right. Notice that we're going to do a shot of the War Museum, Canada War Museum on Vimy. Alright, Vimy Place, I think that's the word here. So, take a look. Notice here, this is where the buses are parked. There is space for some. What else we got here? This is LeBreton Flats. Sometimes they have festivals here as well. The best way to get there. Alright, we've noticed that we've taken the Queensway, the 417 to Parkdale, get up at Parkdale, and then we take the Western Parkway to the museum, getting off here. We'll zoom right in, getting off. Yeah, Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. I call it the Western Parkway, but it's Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. We get off at Vimy, and we just drive up here, and we park basically here. So, that's the drive. Fantastic. It's a short drive. It's only half an hour across the city. What I try to do is I try to have a plan. That way I have 3 or 4 routes in my mind and how we're going to do it. I don't care how you do it. You can use your GPS, you can use your phone, you can use old style maps, you can use your computer, planning ahead. That's the thing, plan ahead, okay? It's important because when you get there, are you going to stay there? Is there places to park? Well, thank goodness, there's a lot of space. Well, for a school bus, there's probably about 7 spots. So you could park there if you're not going to be there for very long. If they're there all day, drop them off and do your stuff, go home or go shopping or something. So that way, you don't block up the whole area. So, we're just going to watch the video and see me drive. Thank you. the afterthoughts for the War Museum. It was an easy drive. There was not a lot of traffic, thank God, on the Queensway. It was a short charter. There were 2 buses, and we decided just to wait because it was only, I think, an hour and a half. So again, it's a case of, is it worth staying there? Well, obviously, because half an hour to get back to your house, and then another half an hour to get back. Well, yeah, not really a good idea. Now, if there was something, if I had to go grocery shopping or wanted to go to Timmy's or McDonald's or something like that, I would leave and go there and then come back. But in the middle of the city, there's not a lot of places you can really park a bus. So in that case, the museum has parking an area. So 2 of us just stayed, and we talked and caught up because we do the person I was doing the charter with. Well, we do an awful lot of charters, so we talk once in a while, catch up on life. There we go. All right. When I was being trained by Anne to do driving the school bus, she talked to me about timing, and she says, I cannot stress enough about being on time with the bus. And until you start driving a bus, you find out it is extremely important to be on time. For example, your last drop off at school in the morning might be 8:30, might be 9 o'clock. Your first pickup, 9:15. If you're the 9 o'clock bus, 9:15, that gives you 15 minutes to get there. And if it's a long distance, you may not make it. So, luckily for me, I have an 8:30 drop off at the school, and then I have to hustle my butt to some other location. Most of the time I can make it. Now, okay, I've already planned this out ahead of time. But if you're going to use your phone to do this, or any other thing, realize that Sunday night, when you're checking out the location, Sunday night live traffic says it is a 5-minute drive. In the morning, during rush hour, that 5 minutes can balloon up to half an hour. So you've got to remember that, okay? I turn the radio on. I listen to the traffic reports. There's an accident on Innes. There's an accident on the Queensway. There's an accident on Montreal Road. These are important places to remember. If you have to get by any of those spots, you may not make it on time. Now, you're not going to rush, obviously, but you try to pick out your best route possible. And that way, you at least get there close to being on time. Other little things to take account for. Hey, construction season. Oh, it's a great time, eh? Construction everywhere, So that's why I do if it's possible, I drop off at the school I'm at, and I zoom over to, there's a little place nearby. It's a big parking lot. It's actually a rec center. If I've got the time, I'll stop there. Of course, parking the bus, neutral, park the brake on, turn it off actually, and then I open up the phone app and go, okay, traffic to Sullivan Boulevard, and then it shows you times, and different routes, and which way you want to take. Which way is the fastest? Which way is the easiest? Or which way has less traffic? What do I mean, less traffic? Sometimes I will head out of the city to avoid traffic. Why would I do that? Well, people can't drive. And the more cars are on the road, the more likely there's going to be an accident. If I have a quiet country road compared to a busy city highway, I'll take the quiet country road because I know there's less chances for me to get into an accident. Or, that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario is that there's no traffic. So that's my plan, you know, and that's how I usually think these things out. Like, okay, I've got 3 different routes, and which way is going to work out better for me? And sometimes I don't have any options. I can only take 1 or 2 routes. Sometimes I've got 7 options. And it's a game of, okay, which way works for me best? And on top of it, now we're going to play the game of, alright, pickup is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Can I get these customers, usually students, back to their school on time? And then I'm going to add on top of that, I have to get to my home school. Do I have time to do this as well? You know, try to work out with the teacher or the person who's making the charter, the organizer. Pickup time is at 2 o'clock? Yes. You realize that I have plenty of time, so you're good. But let's say pickup time was 2:30. Then you try to negotiate with them. Hey, can we maybe, you know, up it a little bit, 2:15, so that it gives me some wiggle room? Generally, they're pretty good. They do accommodate. Now, let's say things are out of your control. A moose is on the Queensway, and everything is a nightmare. The traffic is blocked. When do I call base? When I know I'm going to be more than 10 minutes late. Not 5 minutes, not 7 minutes, 10 minutes late. It's a lot easier that way. And on top of that, I have pickup time when I'm supposed to be there. And then I have bell time when I actually leave. That's an extra 10 minutes. So, now instead of being the very first bus there, I'll be the last bus. But it gives extra time. Do the kids see any difference? Well, okay, I'm at a different spot. And I usually radio another bus driver. You can radio base and tell them I'm going to be just on time. I usually radio the other bus driver that knows me well at my afternoon school and tell them, you know, that I might be 10 minutes late. I might be the last bus. And that way he can give the heads up to the other, to the teachers dropping the kids off. And it generally works out really well. So, again, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the drive, the driving part of the video. And, yeah, have a great day. See you in my bus. Bye.